Hi, I'm Sandy and I teach fifth grade STEM. Um, I have 20 students in my class, and it's a low number this year. About half of my kids are regular ed kids, the other half of my kids are on IEPs, which are individualized education plans, 504s, which are similar to IEPs but for students who need accommodations due to health concerns. English language learners, and students who have recently graduated from an intensive reading program. I think the biggest piece of my learning profile, the most important part, is that I teach in a socioeconomically disadvantaged district. Our kids don't have a lot of resources, and a lot of them are raised in trauma situations. My district's doing something amazing this year. We are doing a district-wide training on how to work with kids with trauma and the brain development behind it. And everybody's included, from custodians to teachers to admin, coaches, everybody. So it's absolutely fabulous that they've taken this step. When I was doing the reading, that was the connection I really made. There was an article that talked about foster care, and it talked about the impact of trauma on the prefrontal cortex. And that's where we get a lot of the planning and organizational stuff. And that's what I see on a daily basis. These kids struggle so much. Shifting gears, I was thinking about the current tools I use technology wise with my kids and what my tool is for evaluating the use. And I don't have one. I do it informally, and I think the first thing I always think of is, can I get my hands on it? Because again, we don't always have the resources. My second criteria is whether it's easy for them to use, easy for me to use. And the last piece I really look at is, can I get what I need from this program? Can I get the data that I need to make decisions to see where they need to go and what I need to do next? We just started another program that I sidestepped last year because I wasn't happy with it, but I decided this year I was going to be all in. And so I gave my kids the placement test. It's a math program. And a lot of my kids scored in recognizing numbers and skip counting. Now, some of my kids are low, but they're not that low. So this is a building-wide concern. So many people have had issues. So I went in and I assigned individual lessons on place value and decimal place value. And I had them work in the program today. They worked for 10 or 15 minutes on that, and then it jumped back to recognizing a triangle. I don't have time for this. If I can get it fixed easily, then I will continue to use it. But if I can't, I got to put my energy elsewhere. I think one of the places I need to put my energy is in looking at developing a rubric that addresses some of the Four Cs and TPAC stuff. As I go through and look at technology, adding in, what works for my kids and how these things all come together. That's where I want to put my energy. Thanks for listening.